Hello guys, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will start with the unit 10, the subsection 10, that is towards learning organization. Organization-wide learning, widespread and as a clear concept, dates only from the 1970s, and that learning had to be continuously only from the 1980s. Continuous learning that also embrace the environment, the organization in its environment has been the top agenda since the 1990s. The organization wide learning view is already a long way from viewing training as something for individuals or a class or a team at work or play. The next step, however, and each step after does not follow at all smoothly. Each calls for reconceiving the change, effort, and so also the training for it. The very next step makes occasional into permanent effort, and this can usually not be done with merely stretching what is already there, but often calls for programming, resources, and integration of a different order and organization. The next step again then broadened and the perspective beyond the organization to include people outside and not just as clients, as suppliers, or more or less distant regulators or other officials as before, and one by one, but as essential partners and together. And turbulence, newly and reluctantly recognized as the now normal state of the environment and fed by instantaneous global information and tremors of all kinds, causes the shift to a continuously learning organization. It is a basic shift to a different disposition for the organization as a whole. It orients and prepare the organization different even from the recent past when its people expected and then also buckled down to making a learning effort from time to time and here and there in the organization, and even when lately that exigency occurred ever more frequently. So the shift is not just for more economy of effort and smoothing out interruption of for normal living and working. Urgent as it is, understanding this move from spasmodic organization wide learning to a continuously learning organization is essential and can be achieved by collaborative effort. Exhibits and extracts from major works may serve best for an overview and also for connecting readers with the works themselves for fuller exposition of views of special interest to them. And Exhibit 9 contrast organizational learning with the continuously learning organization on the sixth dimension highlighted in organizational studies since the 1970s. What Chris Argyris, the spelling is Chris, Chris, and Argyris. Okay, you can pronounce your own way. Be sure about the spelling. Okay, and double loop learning sets the stage for the rest. Not only is smoothing learned that improve task performance, that is single loop learning, but the organization too takes note and modifies its policies, structure, way of operating, and whatever else is necessary to support that change and to promote further change. In both cases, learning only register when it shows an improved performance. The key differences lies in the scope of that performance. In single loop learning, even if it is it even if it be organization wide, the organizational framework remain unchanged. In double loop learning, the organization uses the learning for changing its framework as well. And indeed, when that become its culture, it expected and is continuously prepared for using innovative input for improving performance directly and also improving itself. Basic to this shift is what Harold Bridger, a founder member of the Tavistock Institute in London, calls the double task learning for improved performance plus learning how the improvement is affected for use next time and also to guide adjusting the framework so it can support further learning. So here exhibit 9 discuss the organization and wide learning and learning organization. And organization wide learning under 6 points are there, and learning organization are there, and sources are there. You just go through that. And training needs to be reoriented so that it become a strategic function and to contributes not only to the development of individual and teams, but is able to help the organization become a learning organization. Training therefore deserves rethinking and replanning. So, summary of this unit is, to sum up, the training is the act of increasing the knowledge and skill of an employee for doing a particular job. Training is required in every organization so as to cope the employees with the emerging trends. There are various methods of training as discussed in this unit, and depending upon the training need analysis, a particular method of training is chosen for the employees. Nowadays, training has almost become a strategic function of an organization. Evaluation of training is as important as execution of training, and the concept of retraining is based on this. And here some questions also there, self-assessment questions are from this unit. The first one is define training and discuss its importance. We already discussed the previous videos. And next is how training needs are identified in our organization. And next is describe the methods of on the job training. And last one is explain the concept of organizational learning with the examples. Okay, these are 4 questions from this unit. You can work out this. If you have any doubt, you can contact our contact number also, or you can comment it on our comment box also. Thank you so much.